YouTube is home to billions of videos, tutorials, memes, vlogs, and sometimes things that were never meant to be seen. Over the years, strange uploads have surfaced, videos with no clear origin, cryptic messages, or content so disturbing that it leaves the viewer more questions than answers. Tonight, we're diving into 3 eerie YouTube video mysteries. In this eerie, nostalgia-drenched video, YouTuber Workself investigates a mysterious and disturbing Spongebob bootleg game found on the online gaming website Y8. The video is styled like an early 2010s video upload, complete with low resolution, a Bandicam watermark, and Windows Movie Maker, evoking the era of creepy internet discoveries and haunted game stories. The game in question is titled Sponge Guy, with Arabic text underneath translating to free without cost. Upon launching the game, the player is greeted by a bare bikini bottom backdrop, looping SpongeBob music, a single start button, and a line of text that reads, "Get 10,000 points to win." The gameplay is simplistic but unsettling. The player controls a poorly edited, orange-tinted PNG of SpongeBob SquarePants, with 3 Krabby Patties on the bottom right to represent the player's lives. The game is filled with grotesquely edited SpongeBob faces that bounce across the screen. Contact with these entities causes a quick jump scare and moves a life. Upon losing all lives, a disturbing image flashes on screen, SpongeBob tearing off his own face, accompanied by the message the game is done. The only option is to restart. On a second attempt, the player manages to reach over 10,000 points by hiding outside of the game window, breaking its logic. After doing so, the main menu reveals a new button labeled Login in Arabic. Clicking it prompts the user for a code. After several failed attempts, the player returns to the game's Y8 download page and finds a string of random characters. Entering it unlocks a black screen with a message. By clicking the button, you agree to our terms of service. Clicking Continue connects the user to the internet. What follows is the most disturbing part of the video. The game loads a censored gallery of heavily pixelated images and clips, blurred by the creator in post-editing. The player describes the content as gore. Visibly disturbed, the player exits the game and permanently deletes it. The video blurs the line between lost media horror and digital urban legend, leaving viewers questioning whether the game was a bizarre indie experiment, a malware-laden trap, or something far more sinister. The login feature and connection to the internet after agreeing to a vague terms of service suggests that the game could be a gateway to a secret server or underground file sharing network. This might be a hub where disturbing content is uploaded and shared between users, disguised behind an innocent-looking flash game. The use of a children's cartoon could be intentional or to lower suspicion or target specific communities. Another theory is that the gallery represents a personal stash of videos or images collected or even created by the developer. The heavy censorship in the videos hints at not safe for life content, suggesting the possibility that the creator is documenting something deeply disturbing. Another possibility is that the gallery is filled with user-submitted content uploaded by others who discovered the game and knew to unlock the login system. This turns the game into a kind of digital confession or archive of internet obscurity, with each entry left by someone else who found the game and interacted with it. That would make the developer less of a curator and more of a host for something communal and possibly far more sinister. On the surface, the YouTube channel Brandolini seems like a relic of early YouTube culture, an anonymous user uploading MF Doom instrumentals in a time before music streaming was widely accessible. The channel has been inactive since October 21st of 2009, with a sparse collection of uploads mostly consisting of Doom's signature to lo-fi beats. But what appears to be the most simple archival effort hides a haunting and unexplained detail, one that has quietly unnerved curious viewers for over a decade. Mystery centers around a strange image that appears at the end of several videos on the channel, most notably in its most viewed upload, MF Doom Coffin Nails. The entirety of the video, everything is as expected, just a song with a still image, typical of countless music uploads on YouTube. However, at the very end of the video, the music suddenly cuts out and its place is complete silence, accompanied by a low-quality image of a woman standing with her back turned to the camera, dressed in what appears to be a white towel or dress. Lighting is dim, almost overexposed, and the frame lingers just long enough, roughly 5 seconds, to feel unsettling. There's no transition, no text, no apparent purpose, the image flashes, the silence continues, and then the video ends. At first glance, this might seem like an editing error or an isolated curiosity. Further examination reveals a consistent pattern. This image appears at the end of multiple uploads on the channel. It's not random. It was deliberately inserted by the uploader. The earliest known instance of this image dates back to October 18th, 2009 in the video for MF Doom's Error Route. Like the others, the image appears abruptly and without commentary. For years, this went unnoticed by the broader internet until 2020. A Reddit user named HacksterKitten posted a discovery to the r/MFDoom subreddit. The They'd been searching for the instrumental version of Rap Snitch Knishes and stumbled upon one of Brandolini's uploads. They were startled by the sudden appearance of the woman's image at the end of the video and began digging through the channel's other videos. There was no explanation, no user engagement, and more disturbingly, no results from any reverse image searches. The image could not be traced to a stock photo, a movie still, a public figure, or any known source online. It appeared to exist only within this pocket of YouTube, as if it had been placed here deliberately and nowhere else. The Reddit post didn't gain massive traction, but a few other users confirmed seeing the image and agreed on its eerie nature. A small YouTube creator even made a video about it in 2022, asking their viewers if anyone could identify the woman or explain their significance. No one could. No leads ever materialized. It remains one of those rare cases where modern technology, reverse image search, metadata scraping, and deep diving internet communities yielded nothing. What makes this mystery so compelling is its ambiguity. There is no clear narrative, no call to action, no explanation. The image is emotionally dissonant from the music it follows. MF Doom, known for his enigmatic persona, has no connection to this image or to the user Brandolini. The uploader left no clues in the video descriptions, no replies to the comments, and no trace of identity elsewhere online. It's as if they uploaded these videos, embedded a personal or symbolic image into them, and vanished, leaving behind an unsolved riddle on a forgotten channel. Speculation has run the full range. Some believe that the image may be a personal loss, a loved one remembered through a quiet, strange tribute. Others wonder if it was the beginning of a never-launched alternate reality game, part of a crypto narrative meant to be pieced together but abandoned before completion. There are even those who consider it a proto-creepypasta, a user experimenting with early internet horror aesthetics long before they came mainstream. But the most unsettling possibility is also the simplest. Maybe it means nothing, and that the absence of meaning is what makes it feel so wrong. With no follow-up, no contact, and no further uploads after 2009, the trail goes cold. The identity of the woman, the purpose behind her insertion, and the motivation of the uploader all remains unknown. In the vast ever-updating sea of YouTube content, the Brandolini mystery is a sunken artifact, something buried just below the surface, waiting for curious minds to stumble upon it and ask questions that never may be answered. In this video, titled XXXXXXX, uploaded by the user Tadilla Montes on November 27, 2006, is a bizarre and unsettling piece of what appears to be lost internet media. At first glance, it resembles a low-effort Christmas animation, an amateur creation using Flash or likely another early animation tool. But as the video progresses, it quickly becomes clear that there's something profoundly off about it. The visuals are crude and chaotic, and the accompanying audio is loud, distorted, and disorienting, far removed from the cheerful music typically associated with holiday themes. The end result feels more like a fever dream than a seasonal greeting. The video begins simply. Christmas ornaments are lowered onto a plain white background, much like a child's simple Flash creation. But then it cuts abruptly to a line of nutcrackers, the camera slowly zooming in, which already starts to change the tone. The nutcrackers seem to stare forward blankly, and the zoom is uncomfortably slow. The viewer is met with the image of Santa Claus driving a military jeep, speeding past the screen with no context or explanation. This sequence continues, but each new clip adds another layer of confusion. A top-down view of red presents stacked in a long line lingers on screen, the camera again zooming in as if it's searching for something. It then cuts to a stock image of Santa with a child on his knee, possibly from a mall Santa photo session. But much without music or dialogue, the image feels eerie and too quiet, like a memory stripped of meaning. Then comes a strange looping animation, a row of Santas all facing the same direction with one arm raised, all walking to the left in an awkward, repeated motion. The uniformity and the mechanical nature of the movement begins to feel unnerving. The video continues to spiral into incoherence. A spinning Christmas decoration slowly turns until it morphs into a wreath. Other decorations begin to materialize randomly, eventually bunching together into a pulsating, spasming mass. The animation becomes increasingly erratic. A gingerbread man spins back and forth on screen like a broken toy. A Christmas tree glitches violently, and a teddy bear appears oddly placed at the corner of the screen, lying on its side. Then comes an image that confuses the viewer. Papa Smurf, the cartoon character, holding a knife. There's no context, no humor, no build-up, it's just there, staring into the screen with intent. After that, a child making a snow angel appears, but red blood is clearly visible beneath them, poorly edited but unmistakable. The image is disturbing. It shifts the video from bizarre into being something far more sinister. The tone briefly swings back into absurdity with a cooked turkey or chicken dancing on screen, but this is interrupted by a still image of a woman wearing a Santa hat. Then it cuts back to the turkey. These clips flash quickly with no logical connection, as if randomly shuffled. What follows is a static image of a Santa costume standing directly in the center of the frame. The figure faces the viewer. The camera slowly zooms into the face until it reveals that the costume is on a mannequin, something deeply unsettling about the stillness and artificiality of it. The final clips are just as inexplicable, a Santa hat moving on its own, followed by a ringing gold bell. Then abruptly, the video ends. There is no conclusion, no credits, no indication of what the viewer has just watched. It just feels off, as if the file is only a portion of a longer animation that's now missing. There's no opening, No title, no framing, no transition between the scenes, it just starts and ends and feels like a corrupted file or salvaged scrap of something greater. What's most striking is the overall feeling of the video leaves behind. The animations themselves aren't particularly complex or advanced, but the presentation, the sudden cuts, the jarring audio, the inconsistent pacing is intentional, or at the very least emotionally advocate in a way that simple animations usually aren't. This isn't a traditional Christmas video, it's something else entirely. Considering the upload date, 2006, and the crude Flash style of animation, it's entirely likely that this video originated on Newgrounds or similar Flash animation site. Many such sites allowed users to upload edgy, surreal, or absurd content, especially holiday-themed parodies or subversions. On Newgrounds, poorly received animations would be removed, voted off the site by the community. If this was part of a larger animation, it may have been removed or lost long ago, with only this YouTube version surviving. The odd title suggests that the upload didn't bother to name it or intentionally left it blank. It offers no clues as to the content of the purpose of the video, and the user, Cindy Lamontes, has left no other trace online. Their account appears to have gone dormant shortly after uploading this. Because the original file or source can't be found, no one has identified the full video or its creator. It's reasonable to consider this video as lost media. There's a strong possibility that what we see is only a fragment, preserved intentionally. Perhaps a fan of the animation screen recorded it, but the uploader had only partial access to the animation. The abrupt ending, lack of opening, and haphazard clip sequencing all support the idea that this is a remnant, not a full piece. Ultimately, what makes this video so disturbing isn't necessarily its content, but its lack of context. It gives no explanation, no narrative, and no intent. It exists as an orphaned artifact from a stranger internet. A time when anyone could upload anything. Strange experiments like this could disappear without a trace. Whether it was meant to be humorous, creepy, or purely absurd, the video now survives only as a mystery, a broken window into the uncanny Christmas that never fully played out. And there you have it, 3 of the strangest and most unsettling videos buried deep in YouTube's archives. Whether they're forgotten relics or early internet culture, fragments of lost media, or just unexplained digital oddities, they all leave us with more questions than answers. What were these videos really meant to be? Were they intentional art pieces, distorted memories, or just glitches in the early matrix of YouTube itself? Maybe we'll never know. That's the beauty of it. These mysteries live on because they're unsolved. If you've seen anything weird, obscure, or unexplained on YouTube, or if you have any theories about the ones we covered today, drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear what you think. Don't forget to like the video. If you enjoyed the dive, subscribe for more deep cuts from the internet's strangest corners. Until next time, stay curious and maybe clear your browser history.